Hi, sixth graders. Today we're going to talk about greatest common factors. So, this is a pretty easy concept, and you've been dealing with it since third and fourth grade when you started adding and subtracting fractions. The only hard part here is the confusion between the word factor and the word we're going to talk about tomorrow is multiple. So people get those confused. And it's actually pretty easy when you remember that factories make products. And what does that have to do with anything? Well, factors, a factor times a factor equals a product. So if I have 2 times 3 equals 6, well, 2 and 3 are factors of 6. So 6 is the product, 6 is the multiple. So I'm not going to beat that up because it's kind of easy, and I think most of you know it already. But there's a quick reminder. Factors make products. A factor times a factor equals a product. So the reason we would go looking for the greatest common factor of two, common just means they both share it. So let's say we have a number like 12 30ths. Okay, so that's a fraction. And in fourth and fifth grade, your teacher started telling you, well, you can reduce that or simplify it. Those are two same vocabulary words. Let me find some by just finding a number that goes into both 12 and 30. Well, one number I can think of is 2 right away. And so 2 goes into 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And 2 goes in there, 15. So I divided both of those by 2. Should do that in a different color. Let me switch the color. But I can tell you that 6/15 can be reduced too. So by 3 goes into both of those numbers. 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. So can I reduce or simplify 2/5 anymore? And the answer is no. Well, that did work. 2/5, 12 30ths has the same value, is the same as 2/5, but there's another way that's more efficient. And so greatest common factor is about efficiency. I don't know if I was writing our math book, if I would have put it in there, other than to say, look, I don't care how you get 12 30ths equals 2/5, but you got to get there. So they're saying there's an easier number, easier way, and we can see that easier way right here. 2 times 3 is 6, so 6 goes into both of these numbers. 12 divided by 6 divided by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2, and 30 divided by 6 is 5. So these are the same. Okay, does that make sense? So one way they have us looking for common factor, using a common just means together. That's going to be the area here in between. So let's just take our numbers that we were working with, 12 and 30. So what are all of the factors of 12? Well, I know how to make a factor rainbow. So I have 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. All those are the factors of 12. How about 30? I got 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10. Does 4 go under 30? No. Does 5? Yeah. 5 times 6. So these are, in this circle is all the factors of 12, and here's all the factors of 30. So what are the common factors? Well, 1 is, of course. 2, yeah, I got 2 both here. 3, yeah. 4, no. 5, no. 6. 6 looks to be the greatest common factor. So 6 is common. 6 is the one in the middle. So I hope that you got a little practice with this. It's just another way of looking at exactly the same thing. The last way we're going to look at finding greatest common factor is to find the factors using prime factorization. So you love this. Don't tell me you don't love this, because I know you do. So when I make a factor tree, find all the factors of 12, kind of like we just did. I know that 2 times 6 and 2 is prime, and 6 is 2 times 3. So both of these are prime. 30, I've got 6 times 5, and 5 is prime. See, I told you this was fun. And 2 times 3. So, and here should be the big hints right here. Look at the 6s. That's the greatest common factor. We already know. But how they want you to do that, so you notice here, I've got a 2 and a 3 here. 2 times 3 is 6. And I've got a 2 and a 3 there. It's like we just said. So I hope you enjoy making factor trees. You've got all this opportunity. Have a great day, and I'll see you at our workshop.